Hello and welcome to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. Both Washington and Mount Pleasant took home SEC titles, but first, today's top stories. The first International Film Festival in Washington, Farm to Film, is set to take place from May 20th to 21st. The F2F board selected 23 films from the 61 submissions, which will be screened at 5 venues. The festival opens with a presentation by local film historian Michael Zaz. The films explore various themes from personal relationships to political issues and environmental concerns. Among the documentaries are Aku Abdul Samad, Panther Politician, which features an interview with the Iowa State Representative and former Black Panther Aku Abdul Samad, and Greener Pastures, which takes an intimate look at American farming through the stories of farmers living at the intersection of climate change, globalization, and the mental health crisis. Two small businesses in Mount Pleasant celebrated their nominations for Small Business of the Year by holding open houses on Thursday. Brown's Shoe Fit and Wilson Distributor Service were the last two finalists to celebrate their nominations. The Chamber of Commerce Executive Vice President Rachel Lundeen expressed her appreciation for the community's support of the businesses. Brown's owner Tara Mullen thanked the Chamber and community members for the nomination and her father Kurt Moon for his role in the store's success. Wilson owner Jason Goody also expressed gratitude to the community and their family for the success in business. Both businesses received support for their hometown and surrounding areas. Brown's Shoe Fit has been in Mount Pleasant for 71 years and has had a total of 6 partners, with Kurt Moon and Tara Mullen accounting for over half of that time. The YMCA of Washington County's Indoor Aquatic Center received a grant of $500,000 from the Enhance Iowa Cat Grant Board on May 4th, representing 6% of the project's total cost. The grant brings the funding gap to $800,000 before the project is completed. The CEO of YMCA of Washington County, Amy Schulte, expressed gratitude for the investment and emphasized the competitive nature of these grants. The YMCA of Washington County attended the April 6th board meeting to request funding, and since then they have raised $520,000 in private donations, and the bid process came in at $270,000 less than originally estimated. The project is set to break ground in early July with a projected completion date of September 2024. The YMCA of Washington County has 90 days to raise the remaining $800,000 for the pool project, and they are confident they will be able to accomplish this goal. A segment of Highway 218 from the Lee County line to mile marker 40 has entered the danger zone, and no, unfortunately, has nothing to do with Kenny Loudon's 1986 hit of the same name. According to a notification received by the Henry County Sheriff's Office from the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, this part of the highway is one of the most dangerous in the state, with Salem Road and Highway 218 intersection identified as one of the worst intersections in Iowa. The Henry County Sheriff's Office is now focusing on this area to improve traffic safety through enforcement, education, outreach, data collection, and engineering. The goal is to reduce traffic crashes, fatalities, injuries, and property damage. The department is also working on countywide projects to improve traffic safety, including heightened enforcement of traffic violations in school zones and the Move Over law. Educators with the Washington Homeschool Assistant Program are considering plans to raise completion requirements for students who use it. HSAP staff said a formal plan does not yet exist in writing, but a new set of requirements would likely raise HSAP students to the same total number of credit hours as their conventionally educated peers. A certificate of completion from HSAP requires students to complete 48 high school credit hours, while a high school diploma requires 56. The difference is mainly due to elective credit hours, not in core subjects. HSAP teachers and staff hope to have a more concrete plan by the end of the season. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at the weather and sports.
Protection is important, especially when you're talking about your dreams, which is why we're going to keep you covered with plans that can save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. That's protection.
Bring the kids and share the memories from steam engines, antique cars and trucks, tractors, gas engines, and horses. Maybe your memories are of great food from the North Village to the Log Village, or going to one of the amazing concerts. This is the place where memories are made. Make plans now to enjoy the history of the past at the 2023 Midwest Old Threshers Reunion, August 31st through September 4th in Mount Pleasant. Visit oldthreshers.com for more details.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it. We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Farm Bureau agents Tony Starr and Mike Welcher in Mount Pleasant today.
Hello and welcome back to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. Coming up, your 5-day forecast, but first, obituaries. Charles Robert Wesley of Mount Pleasant passed away on April 29th at the age of 90. A celebration of life will be held from 4 to 8 p.m. June 30th at the Moose Lodge. Kimsey Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. Shirley LaRue Bailey of New London passed away on May 4th at the age of 98. A memorial service will be held at 11 a.m. May 10th at Elliott Chapel. Those obituaries. It is now time for your 5-day forecast. The weather today has been great after some nasty weather last night. It's been partly cloudy with a high of 81. Tomorrow it will be about the same with partly cloudy skies and a high of 80. Temperatures will rise slightly on Wednesday with a high of 83 and partly cloudy skies. On Thursday, it will continue to be partly cloudy and the high will be 82. Finally, there's a 58% chance of thunderstorms on Friday evening and the high will be 81. We're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at sports.
At 5 Star Community Credit Union, we want to help you lead a better life. We offer competitive rates and convenient appointment times for all kinds of loans: auto, recreational vehicles, home equity, line of credit, holiday, and personal loans. We make it easy to build your credit and enjoy the good things in life.
We invite you to join 5 Star Community Credit Union. We are community-minded and member-focused. Come visit our locations in West Burlington and Mount Pleasant or online at 5starcu.org. Federally insured through the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
At Brown Shoe Fit, we pride ourselves on traditional sit and fit service that's been serving the Mount Pleasant area since 1952. At Brown's, we have shoes for the whole family. From kids to adults, we carry the finest footwear for every occasion. Whether you're looking for something for work, casual wear, or exercise, we've got you covered. And don't forget about our selection of safety toe footwear for both men and women. Come visit us 6 days a week and experience the best in traditional sit and fit service. Brown Shoe Fit, where quality and tradition meet.
Welcome back to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. It is now time for sports. It was a night of fast times, all-time records, and titles defended on Thursday as the Southeast Conference schools gathered at Case Field in Washington for the 2023 conference meet. The defending champion Mount Pleasant girls and two-time defending champion Washington boys had rival schools on their heels, but when the dust settled, neither title changed hands. Coach Steve Roth and the Washington boys made it 3 in a row as the Demons ran away with 174 points, besting second place Mount Pleasant's 148. On the other end, the Panthers girls have now won 11 out of the last 12 titles after the Panthers scored 174 points. The Demon girls were close behind with 159. The boys' race was hotly contested coming into the night as Washington and Mount Pleasant had been neck and neck in the weeks prior. The Demons won 7 events to hold off the Panthers. The boys' event was highlighted by 2 SEC meet records, including the fastest 200-meter dash that has ever been recorded in conference championship history, and it was between 2 of the conference's best sprinters in recent memory. Washington's Elijah Morris dashed to the line in 21.57 seconds, a time that beat Monty Ungrich's 1978 record of 21.7 seconds. Morris bested Mount Pleasant's Will Davidson, who nearly broke the record himself, with a time of 21.71 seconds. Morris was also a winner in the 400-meter dash. The sprint medley team of Ethan Patterson, Aiden Uland, Alec Union, and Morris won as well. The Demons won a few distance events as well. Micah Reese was a double winner on the day, taking the 1600-meter run and the 3200-meter run. The 4x8 team of Drew Horak, Logan McDoyle, Andrew Reese, and Micah Reese won in 8 minutes, 36.28 seconds. The Demons had to win the field as Braden Hartman launched the discus 158 feet and 7 inches. The Panthers boys had 2 wins out of Davidson, including a new SEC meet record in the 110-meter high hurdles. Davidson crossed the line in 14.43 seconds, beating former Panther Jacob Rhodes' 2006 mark of 14.44 seconds. Davidson's other win came in the 100-meter dash. The Panthers had a win in the 4x4 relay as the team of Jacob Rickman, Gabe Feldman, Tyler Johnson, and Mason Sloat crossed in 3 minutes and 33.72 seconds. In the field, Mount Pleasant's Avon Trung leapt 21 feet and 10 inches in the long jump to win a conference title. Isaac Gerald won the shot put, throwing 52 feet 4 inches. The ending of the girls' team race was a bit controversial as the scoring error as a scoring error had Mount Pleasant and Washington in a dead-even tie with just the 4x4 to go. Although the correct scoring had the Panthers clinching the championship early in the night, nobody knew until the race was over. The Panthers 4x4 squad of Natalie Freeman, Micah Carter, Alexis Wagner, and LZ Lang finished in 4 minutes and 20.14 seconds, just ahead of the Demons, which at the time seemingly won the Panthers the crown in exciting fashion. Other relay wins for Mount Pleasant included sprint medley quartet of Bailey Jalis, Tristan Scholl, Courtney Raub, and Andy Scott, as well as the distance medley group of Olivia McCormick, Alex Scott, Carter, and Abby Carthy. Andy Scott won the 400-meter dash, Lang won the long jump, and Ava English took the shot put title. Washington racked up 4 wins on the track, including 2 from Iris Dahl. Dahl took the 800-meter run and won the 1500. Leighton Messinger took the 110-meter hurdles. Lauren Horak, Kendall Hendrickson, Grace Voss, and Abigail Cleese were victorious in the 4x8. Voss also took home a conference high jump championship. She cleared 5 feet even and beat out teammate Messenger by clearing in fewer jumps. That was the news for Southeast Iowa. I've been your host, Nick Steffens. This has been your